I've been waiting for too long.
First blood. Unstoppable. Launch attack. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Time to witness the handsome.
Monster kill. Legendary.
Power, execute.
Mega kill.
Become one.
Legendary. Double kill.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Killing spree. An ally has been mega kill. Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Triple kill. Speed, precision, and strength. One strike, one skill. Speed, precision, and strength.
I've been waiting for too long.
First blood. Unstoppable. Launch attack. Legendary.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
And a good day to everybody. Welcome to the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 3 main qualifiers. We're going to be casting for today. I'm Rockhart.
And I'm Kaysaya. Today is the day for Group B teams, and which are the teams? These are the teams what are the teams that we have? We have No Limit, Aether Soul, Archangel Onage, and of course Zodiac.
Yep, that's a pretty hard lineup if you ask me. This day is going to be an absolute bloodbath for sure. I'm not expecting a lot of 2-0s just because of how strong the teams that we have right now are standing. I think we'll be showing you the scoreboard very soon. But the first game for today, Aether Soul versus No Limit. That's
Right. These are very popular brands.
it really is.
You know, in the professional world of Mobile Legends back
That's true.
then. And Digital Devils, No Limit, but they changed their branding onto No Limit instead. And
Yep.
Aether Soul, this I think is the third team that came from the branding of Aether.
That's right. And of course, No Limit, we have history of them. We have history with these guys. They joined us in Season 1. Barely made it on Season 2. And for Season 3, possible vengeance comeback to make up for all of the lost time in season 2 where they had to stand by on the sidelines. I know personally, Chico was there
Yes.
while we were while we were casting the season 2 grand finals, and I'm pretty sure he has his sights on big things for this coming season.
And yes, indeed. Actually, guys, just to let you know, just like yesterday, we're basically looking for the top 2 teams.
That's right.
From this round robin matches for today, and basically 4 teams from the main qualifiers from Group A, 2 from Group A, and 2 from Group B moving forward to the regular season, which will happen after a month. Well,
Yes,
to be
right.
specific, what is gonna happen? It is gonna happen starting May 23rd
23rd.
Until March 23rd
There you go,
until
March.
May. That's gonna
I
take
was
too long.
doing the math there in my head. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, until May 5th. That's gonna be every weekday.
So here is the result for yesterday as well. Group A, we got Archangel 9 points. That's a sure thing for sure. Got Finesse Phoenix definitely showing up at later parts of the day with a 4-2 record. That's gonna give them 6 points. Witness Greatness barely.
Right.
Made it.
Made it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a 2-4, and of course, Desolator. We'll see you guys next time, man.
Yeah, let's try it next time. Well, getting on to the main qualifiers is actually already a good benefit for them, for their team. You know, the exposure.
Yes.
For their team, and of course, the experience. Nothing can be experience. But anyway,
Absolutely.
on the screen right now, you can see the teams at the moment. Either Soul on the left side and No Limit on the right side.
Yep, Aversol, from the proud tradition of Aver teams, definitely sporting different logos up in front, but definitely the same names. So No Limit, again, the team, I don't think they have their jerseys ready, and that's absolutely okay. For the meantime, I'm looking forward to this team because this team has been making waves in the professional scene. The name definitely gives you war flashbacks, right?
Right.
All of those come with a name. All the expectations, all the what do you call this? Fortune telling, or all of the predictions. There you go. All the predictions are definitely hanging heavy on their shoulders. Ader Soldo, they haven't been given any highlight at all. This is a relatively new team. I recognize a few names here and there.
I think was Gio there? I'm not
Yeah, I
too
think
sure.
so. I have to double check that.
Yeah, we have to double check later on when we see their names. But anyway, just to give you a little bit of trivia, I found in here that KLVJ from Team No Limit is actually the youngest player so
He is.
far for this MPL qualifiers.
The guy's a god of
He is
leaderboards.
14 years old.
Yeah. I'm a bit ashamed of myself. He's right on top of he's always on top of me in the leaderboard standings. That guy is a beast.
Though part of the tournament rules is that you have to be at least 18 years old, though you can get your parents' consent.
Sign off.
To sign up for this tournament. And yeah, it's actually a good thing that, you know, some of our professional players, the young ones, do actually have a very supportive parents.
Yeah, that's so lucky for us because we can get to see raw action, raw superstar firepower right there in front of us without having to worry about all of that. So most of the time, from experience, I can see some of the younger players, they usually have stronger mechanics, and hopefully we see that today.
Right.
It's going to be Ader Soul versus No Limit. It's a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, the last 2 teams standing on the top of the leaderboards at the end of the day will proceed to
Your team is
main season for MPL Season 3.
Right, and on the left side, that is Aether Soul. No Limit is on the red side, banning out the Harith. Meanwhile, Aether Soul doesn't want to deal with the Cho as well as the Ludok. So, yeah, we actually can confirm in here that part of the lineup of Aether Soul is Gio. Just to give you a little bit of trivia, Gio was a previous member of Digital Devils. Then he went on to the Aether Valkyrie team, and now this is actually his third team going for the MPL. So he went up to, I think, MPL Season 1 he was with DD, and Season 2 he was with Aether Valkyrie, and now this is Aether Soul for him.
Absolutely. So a lot of that history will come into play soon. We'll have to see. Obviously, if that happens, usually you know that this guy, there's something about this guy.
He wants something. He wants to achieve something. Well, anyway,
really wants the blood, and
Right.
he's gonna get it today for sure.
For sure. And Grok being banned here by the No Limit. Meanwhile, prioritized by
team
Aether
is
Soul. That
picking.
is the Kimmy. And it looks like for both of the teams, they have the priority on the marksman for both of the lineups. But early secure for the Kaya on the side of No Limit.
Again, that's good. That's good. That's one of the best frontline tanks that we can ever hope for to be
Right.
paired with a Claude. Great pickoff potential.
Right. If you get pulled by Divine Judgment,
It's an almost.
yeah. It's hard to escape
Your
from
team
that
is
crowd
picking.
control, especially
Especially if you have Blazing Duet going off all over
it can
the
just
surrounding.
suddenly disappear from the map.
Yeah, so something to look forward to here. No Limit. Definitely looking like they mean business. Of course, Kimmy has been let go here for Aether Soul, so I don't know. I hope No Limit is ready for this, or else it's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, we gotta love the crowd control so far that Aether Soul
Your team
has.
is
They took
banned.
away the Kagura as well as the Kai from the lineup with No Limit. Probably Aether Soul didn't want No Limit to have additional crowd control that might take away the Kimmy from them.
Exactly,
Your
and
team
the
is
crowd
banned.
control is definitely going to be very, very important. Considering we have Leomord also up on the standings there. That's a very scary guy.
Right.
The crowd control is real. So
Of course, the critical damage.
the
that
critical
is,
damage.
You're one of your favorite heroes, right?
Yeah, the top favorite hero.
Top
for
favorite
sure,
heroes.
For sure.
Before it was Angela, and now it's
Yeah.
good to know that it is actually a man.
Yeah, thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. Yeah, so the batting phase is up on the further rotations. Gushin and Falma is going to be out of contention for both of these teams. No Limit probably would have had good use for the Falmas for the meantime. They're gonna try to get some more tankiness in their front line. Minotaur absolutely makes sense. Then they're
Yes.
probably gonna add in another assassin mage just to round up the lineup. So that's gonna leave some other options open for.
Yeah, see, they might potentially also get a range mage in here. One of the best mage assassin is, to be honest, for me, is actually Gushin.
Absolutely.
You know, with the purse and of course the potential to just go in and out of from the fights. But apparently, Aether Soul decided to actually ban it.
Yeah, and of course that's actually super smart, considering you need some huge damage potential to make the No Limit composition work. You can't just rely on the Claude, and Leomord will definitely take a long time to ramp up. So they need someone to take care of that, and Rafflesia gonna have a field day. He has the picking of the crop. Of course, Lunox is banned out. Lunox would have been perfect for this composition. Same with Harif, but you know what? I'm not gonna be surprised if we see something like a Harley. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Rafflesia's been using Harley a lot as well in the past season.
Well, yeah, I think No Limit does really need additional range
They do.
damper from their lineup.
And yeah, just like you predicted.
Yeah, because if they would just basically rely on the Claude, Leomord might have a hard time trying to do the last hit.
That's true.
For the potential clashes. Well, anyway, I also like the Martis big in here on the side of Aether Soul. That is additional crowd control for their lineup, and the Balearic probably as their tank and support with the heals that he could provide.
That's right. Balearic has been rising in popularity. I've been saying for
Yesterday, we've seen a lot of Balearic
right?
picks.
I've been saying this for the past few months. Come on, guys, pick Balearic, and finally people are listening. And it's really paying off for a lot of teams, right? The Balearic is protecting some of the most squishiest heroes we are seeing right now.
For as long as the heals are there, and it was perfectly timed.
Remember yesterday we had a heal Balearic. That was
I know,
beautiful.
right?
I didn't see the battle spell there, but I'm pretty sure it's.
We're gonna see
Yeah, we're gonna
probably
see
in
it
the
in a bit.
loading screen
So
later on.
heal works. He'll absolutely
he'll
work.
absolutely work. Sometimes when you actually, especially in the rank games, when you actually have that spell,
People are gonna laugh. I know. I've been there. I've been there so many
they
times.
didn't understand. Well, anyway, we will try to understand in here as we go onto the battlefield with a match between Either Soul and No Limit.
Of course, on Aether Soul, we have a lot of expectations for this Kimmy, which has two of the best tanks in the game right now to protect him. Hopefully, or we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be enough. Because right now, I feel like they're playing super confident this time around.
This is a 4-man rotation coming up from the side of Either Soul right off the bat. They got the buff in there, and it looks like someone's gonna go down anytime soon. On the side of No Limit is actually Valeric that got the first blood. Geo trying to back away.
And of course, Geo gonna be able to jump out 1,000-pounder out of there. Absolutely nuts and beautiful. Aether Soul, they got something for their efforts. Kagura will have the buff on their side. Denial is going to be very important in terms of Aether Soul since they have good early game damage potential. Kimmy is going to need a lot of backup later, and it needs all the help they can get.
Yes, right at the moment, Kimmy's actually all alone in there. I thought No Limit would take the opportunity when they were on a 3-man rotation in bottom lane, but apparently they didn't push through that. They got the Harley, the Kaya, as well as the Leomord on the bottom lane, but I was just wondering why they didn't take the opportunity on that Troy, given that he didn't have the ultimate yet.
Yeah, absolutely, because I feel like it's going to be just No Limit, just biding their time in this one. They're the ones that had the big wombo combo, right? The super Minoan Fury in with the Blazing Duet. KLVJ definitely going to be raking up the damage as well later, but for the meantime, they are the ones who are pushing the tempo, which is a bit of a surprise for me.
Right. Well, we'll see how long can they make or hold on to this tempo that they're making right now. Well, the turtle or the first turtle of the game is currently available. It seems like Either Soul is trying to position themselves at the moment around an area. Meanwhile, No Limit, of course, will be rotating and checking out the area as well.
Yeah, and so far this is just No Limit playing super safe. I feel like Aether Soul should be the one doing the rotation. It's a bit odd that they're doing it in the other way around, but they're gonna start right now. Turtle on the sides, Aether Soul, No Limit, nowhere to be found.
Right, and it seems like they're gonna secure it just like what the Kagura did. And I'm so far liking the rotation of Either Soul at the moment. Like you would see them rotating in groups, and they're not leaving anyone alone, especially the squishy ones. You know, the Kagura is well protected. The Kimi is playing safe under the turret right over there in the bottom lane.
Yep, and of course, if you leave the Kimmy alone for a long time, you better be prepared to face consequences. Right now, speaking consequences, we got Reflection in the middle of the fight. He has been knowing Fury hits a lot of targets here, and apparently Aether Soul is having a hard time dealing with it. Everyone from No Limit just collapsing right now. Lua gonna get pushed back. No one to protect. That means it's gonna be very easy for him to get away. But KLVJ gonna be cleaning up house, and somehow it became almost just a 1-for-1, because actually it's 1-for-2, while Aether Soul has Troy pushing on the bottom side of the map.
Right, oh my goodness. There's a lot of casualty on the side of No Limit. Plus, they lost one turret in the bottom lane, just like what we saw at the moment. You can see in the bottom lane, Kimi is no-balling at the moment.
That's scary.
Not just the other team members of her on the side of Either Soul. Well, I think No Limit really has to catch up and try to control the rotations and make their opponent move according onto their tempo that they want.
Yeah, that was actually funny. I was thinking if they pick a Harley and they see a Kimmy on the other side, they will just go there nonstop, left and right. But that's not happening right now. They are going for the big team fights. JP caught in the middle of the fight. He has to get out of there, and he will get knocked in and out. That will stop him from doing a lot of damage. Double kill for Tang, able to do so much with his Martis pick, and because of that, Aether Soul is looking a lot stronger this time around, getting a tower in the mid lane.
this is what I actually like about the lineup of Aether Soul. They took away all the crowd control. The other possible best picks for crowd control provider like the Akai, the Kagura, as well as of course the Martis. Look at that. It seems like the
Wow.
members of No Limit are actually having a hard time dealing with all the crowd controls that these members of Aether Soul are providing.
Yeah, where is the pressure that I was expecting to go to this Kimmy right now? Kimmy's having a walk in the park, going wherever he
Right,
wants
walk
to
in the
go.
park.
What is this? Like, what is this? That is so weird.
Yeah, it was even an easy turn in the bottom lane, all alone for that Kimi. And of course, if you leave one player all alone in a particular lane,
Yeah.
all of the goals will go to her.
Exactly. To be fair, KLVJ probably needed, really needed, to leave the lane for just a few moments so that he can join the team fight to make sure they win it.
Yeah.
Somehow they actually lost that team fight that I was talking about. They lost 2 people. Aethersoul only lost 1. So far, advantage is going over to the blue side non-stop. Sky going on the hunt as well on the bottom side of my map, trying to get something, but Kimmy is nowhere to be found. Geo and Tang are going to be very ready to go for the fights. We have Luwei also running interception, and they're not going to check the pushes. That's weird.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's actually weird.
that's weird, that was weird.
I actually thought that
I would have dove in there.
Same.
Right?
I was actually thinking that Akai actually saw, we're able to face check
Apparently
the
not.
2 members of No Limit right over there in the brushes, but are going while they were going to the brushes. But apparently, I was expecting that 1,000-pounder going into the brush, but it didn't happen. Well, we'll see. These are the professional players. Probably
Yeah.
they have some decisions,
They're the pros,
other strategies. We're just storytelling.
Yeah, maybe they're just scared, man. I mean, they had no idea how many people could have been in there.
Correct.
So they wanted to play it safe. They knew they had an advantage. Check out the itemization there. And KLVJ, the only one with a kill score onto No Limit side, doesn't really mean that they're losing, but at the same time, I can feel the pressure coming here from Aether Soul.
Right, and well, 8 seconds from now, the 3rd turtle of the game, I think it's the 3rd turtle of the game, and it's gonna go up anytime soon. You can see the map control in favor of the side of No Limit at the moment. Oh, and it seems that they're gonna start over the turtle as well, where No Limit is nowhere to be found
What
nearby.
is this? What is happening to the rotations of No Limit? They leave Turtle, they leave Towers.
Yeah.
And is it because Aether Soul is just so good at positioning? But that's weird. For the meantime, though, Geo having a lot of free reign. 5,000 gold lead for Aether Soul at this point. It's kind of scary.
It's
And,
kind of scary indeed.
It really is.
In the bottom lane, you can see in here Leomar trying to back away with the 4 members of Aether Soul. Where are you gonna go? There might be an
boy.
umbrella being thrown out for you to slow down. But apparently here is the pull coming out from the
Yep,
Kaya.
Emem gonna have the Divine Judgment. No damage, no follow-up damage though. That's gonna be very scary. Dira, again, doing a lot at the backside. Here's the backup though. We got Troy on the Kimmy doing havoc, going for the chase.
Man.
He's the one doing the chase on the Assassin. JV with the Blazing Duet. A lot of damage put up. And that's going to be leaving the rest of Aether Soul members very low. And so far, No Limit is starting to come up top. In this fight, Sky got locked down against the wall. Double kill for JP. And I think that's going to be a pause called in.
Oh.
Wow, that was
Wow,
left
that
and
was
right. That was a great fight.
Yeah, it was really intense. I was, when the Kimi went in and then the Claude went in, I was expecting so much action to happen, and it did actually happen. And until we saw the pause,
I wasn't sure who was winning here. I think,
Yeah, correct.
I think both of these teams they're playing very safe on the team fights. They're doing the small sacrifices just to bait off where can we get the Kimmy, for example.
Yeah.
That's what No Limit is doing. They're trying to bait the Kimmy to go in, and I think he did that. He was chasing up onto the Harley. He thought he was gonna do good, but here comes JP going in with the Blazing Duet. That's
right.
so many bait and
but-
switches in that fight.
Right. But apparently Kimi was still alive thanks to the protection of the Valeric. Apparently the Valeric has to suffer the death on that fight, but it's okay. I mean, he's the tank, and he has to definitely support all the carries that will bring or carry their team up to the later time of the up to the late game time.
Yeah, and that's absolutely beautiful to see. Kimmy, man, No, why is he untouched at this point?
Untouchable Kimi.
He's so untouchable at this point. Maybe because he got so many a huge itemization advantage earlier on.
Still, I would have to agree on that. They got the lead at the moment. Here you go.
In the meantime, Tang picked up right where we left off, going for the kill right away. JP is quite healthy. He has Rafflesia very, very nearby, so has the Minoan Fury. They have to be, I'm pretty sure Aether Soul is aware, so they're gonna have to walk out of there as well. And so far, as I was saying, casualties left and right here for both teams. So far, the gold lead is still holding strong at 6K for Aether Soul, and No Limit is, I don't know, they're starting to fumble for the right team fights.
But as you can see in here, there's a good score so far yet for JP on the Claude. 2-1-1 is not bad. At least he didn't feed for his team. I still believe though that No Limit could still potentially catch up.
I think so. I think No Limit is in prime position to do that, especially since JP is not that much left behind. And that's pretty smart. Keep JP alive, keep him concentrated on taking out the softer targets like Troy, like Tira, and it should be a good fight for No Limit. The problem is the counters for Aether Soul is also very, very solid. They have the oh my gosh, KelVJ, nowhere to go, locked out against the wall. And that will call for a huge attack.
Let's see in here. We can see Kimi hiding in the brushes at the moment. It's going to be very scary if he actually steals the Lord. But apparently, he's going to die in the hands of the Claude outside of No Limit.
Yeah, gets taken out instead. And No Limit very happy with that trade. One tier 2 tower for a Lord and a kill. Don't mind if I do.
And here we go. It seems like Lou is going to go inside the brushes. Here we go. A backup as well from the Kagura. Seems like MM is going to go down. No, but he is still safe.
Yep, very confident. Aether Soul saw that the Minoan Fury is down for Rafflesia, so they went right to the fight, and they were forgiven very, very easily. They forced it until the tower. Lord will be here, though, so this is something that Aether Soul has to deal with, not to mention minions in the middle and the top side of the map. So Aether Soul, there should be an easy defense, but you never know. JP is also here. Could be get caught out. He's going to get rooted down. And Belleric going to be in the middle of everyone. No one to do the follow-up damage. He goes down. Rafflesia in the middle of the fight. No chance to do it. No Fury. JP with the Blazing Duet blazes out through all the HP bars. On the backside, though, Tang is doing short work of the No Limit squishies. He's going for the chase as well on Man. Here's JP. He's not done. He wants blood. He gets it. Troy goes down.
And there's a lot of exchange of kills right over there. 12-7. That is a standing in terms of kills at the moment. And you can see here, No Limit is actually catching up. Although they are far away from the number of kills from the side of Aether Soul. You can see here the turrets that they took away so far from the side of Aether Soul. That is actually a lot. How many turrets is that? 4 turrets were taken away. Well, actually for both of the teams. I mean, object 4-4-4
cool.
here for in terms of turrets.
And that's impressive considering the position that No Limit was earlier. KelVJ, when given free reign, definitely looking a lot better this time around. Doing the split push work for No Limit while everyone is just taking team fights left, right, and center.
And he got the most kills for No Limit, and that is actually good news. You know what? I think in the bottom lane team fight, I think they could potentially wipe out No Limit if Tang was actually there early on, but I'm holding on to that. So Lewis is
my dear Lord.
low at the moment. Will have to use his heals to save his life away from that ultimate coming up from the Harley.
Gonna be able to make it out alive. That is actually very, very important. So for the meantime, I feel this is an absolutely not absolutely fair fight at this point, because if anyone makes a mistake, it's going to be a very huge disadvantage for either one of these teams.
Okay, but we see in here being thrown up. Gio will have to back away, but he's still being chased by JP. And thanks to the backup of Blue, though Tang is actually here to do the crowd control for Aether Soul.
That's actually impressive. JP back with a Blazing Duet. Here comes his Divine Judgment onto Tang. He's not phased. He gets a kill. Can he get and more. KLVJ does not have enough to deal with this. Right now, JP is also working with Rafflesia to go for the back line and the front line. They get one. We still have one tank. Troy, he can do some work if he can get in a good position, but they will go out and live to fight another day.
You know what? This is actually amazing that JP we get, on the Cloud, we actually see him go in and out of fights, and he is still surviving. There's a lot of life steal from his side at the moment, and I think it is time for either soul to actually create either a necklace of Durans or the deadly blade to actually at least lower down the life steal from this JP.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we're gonna have to watch out for, because JP is getting out of hand here for No Limit.
Oh, by the way, just a little bit of trivia. JP is actually from a previous member of Archangel Wicked Mind.
That's impressive. Archangel Wicked Minds. He was the one who you guys see over and over again. Who we were with him in the finals, and he was a pretty cool guy. Was able to talk to him.
We've seen just like yesterday, Deputy Forever, from Execration to Archangel. There's a lot of change in terms of the lineup of the teams for season 3 at the moment.
It was actually super fun to watch the off-season roster changes. Of course, we can talk about that more in the coming future. Because so far, Aether Soul, I feel like they're just biding their time before we can get Troy in a good position. Tang is doing almost all of the work in the team fights.
Yes, and
so
he
much.
took away one turn in the bottom lane. He's doing a lot, just like what you've mentioned, side lane push, plus of course joining the fights, just like potentially this might happen now.
Right there in the middle of the fight, Lewin doesn't have anything to protect him with. This is happening over and over again in the coming team fights. So that's weird. Lazy duet for JP, and he gets a kill. Geo in the middle of the fight. That's a lot of people caught in the Hurricane Dance, and he's gonna go down for it. Sky though cannot do anything. I don't think he even popped the ultimate there in that fight, and that's gonna be JP going for the cleanup here. Oh my God, Rafflesia, he goes down, but instead Aether Soul, they do the wipeout.
They won the fight, and of course it's their transition to the first, or rather the second Lord of the game. Well, in terms of quick wave though, we can see here it's pretty equal, except for the bottom lane wherein we've seen a while ago it was actually Martis who pushed that clear. That wave clear on the part, and you can see here a lot of immortalities being bought. Even Tang was buying a potion already for additional damage. It means well, this is late game time, so I think he is full on items already.
Considering he's also 10-1 and 7
on
the scoreboard right now. What a beast of a guard. Just
I wonder though if there will be a respect battle on the Martis later on.
We'll have to wait and see. I think it's right. I think he deserves it for sure. With the performance he's doing right now.
Or take it away from the lineup of Aether Soul.
If they can do it, if they can pilot it this good, why not, right? So No Limit again. We're gonna be caught up in defense mode. 8,000 gold on the scoreboard for this team. 16 minutes in, that's a pretty tanky Lord. So it could open a possibility for an Aether Soul engagement. But the Lord gonna be charging and disable that tower for a few seconds.
And there you go, the Lord is already in the turret, and it's no doubt that Aether Soul will take away one turret objective on this one, potentially an inhibitor turret, or I think damage the turret at least. And you can see the Martis doing the side lane push once again. He's doing a lot of work, and he's actually able to do it.
That's impressive, the way that he can do this as well. Not even scared of the Divine Judgment, if ever. So, again, so far, that's a very successful defense for No Limit. They have a lot of strong wave clear. That's why they're actually not afraid at all to go for team fights. And it's working out very, very well for them. Aether Soul, of course, is just waiting for some solid... again, the opportunities will have to present themselves eventually. I think that's what they're thinking about. But No Limit, they're holding up pretty steadily. JP is the focus. I think they should start focusing down JP over and over again in these fights, because...
he only died twice.
Yeah, exactly. That's so impressive.
That means something. It means they're not catching up JP that much when they have to. And well, I can blame the Aether Soul team though, because they got, No Limit got really good tanks that can protect JP as well. So what they can do is that what the Martis is doing at the moment is to just the pressure, putting all the pressure in all the lanes as fast as possible, and they're pretty consistent in it. Look at that, Aethersoul basically just rotating it anywhere they want in this map, and No Limit is left alone in their base, just farming out what they can farm right over there.
I'm gonna talk to Teng later. I'm gonna ask him, what the heck is this build that you have? It's very
we
impressive.
can anyway take a screenshot later on.
I can do that. I just want to ask him, where did you come up with this? It's very impressive. It's a bit different from what I usually see on the Martises. So guys, if you guys want to learn from this is one of the best opportunities to do so. No Limit, they're starting to flex some muscle. They know they have damage, and at the later parts of the game, everyone's gonna start to get pretty equal in itemization. So
later on, indeed, it's gonna be a battle of the strategists already because of the itemization being equal already. Plus, look at that, another potion being bought by Tang. I mean, he has a lot. It just means he has a lot of gold in his pocket already. That he could even, like, for example, he makes use of the immortality already. Potentially, he could just exchange it with a different item while it's on cooldown. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think the itemization is going to be too much of a problem. There you go. That's a very impressive Mortis
all
build.
of the members of Aethersoul actually wearing
Locked
that
in.
immortality.
That's impressive, right? That's so good to see. Oh my gosh.
Like they have a second life after a wipe out.
So this is going to be so difficult for No Limit to clean up, especially considering they have a Belleric, which it basically doubles the life expectancy of everyone inside the Belleric ultimate.
And there we go. You can see in here Belleric and Akai creating space for the Kimi, while Kimi takes that third Lord of the game, and because it is the third Lord, of course it's gonna be it's gonna be tankier than the first ones, but Replicia is actually very confident in here, trying to dive in onto the fight, and they're actually starting it.
Yep, kill VJ with the Phantom Steed entrance. Doesn't really hit anyone. And as we said earlier, Aethersoul is a tanky, very, very tanky lineup, so they have to also be careful. I think this board
there
go
is
soon.
the pull coming up from the Kaya.
And of course, Belleric gonna go down. First immortality pops, finally. Gonna have to use the ultimate just to get some regeneration, and 10% HP is something that's gonna be very useful, especially considering No Limit is starting to charge into the fight. Don't forget, Belleric can go down anytime soon. Tang in the middle of the fight. He's doing the Mortal Coil on so many targets. Forced to flicker out though, Geo. Oh my god, the position is not really good for Aethersoul. Minoan Fury doesn't hit anyone, but they don't care. They're still gonna take some targets for themselves. Geo gonna fall. And I think this time No Limit is the one that can actually take this Lord.
Oh man, you can see in here, No Limit doesn't really want to give Aethersoul the third Lord of the game, but it seems like Aethersoul will love to make a comeback. They don't want No Limit to take away that Lord. That's why they're gonna start off a fight. Lue trying to start or cover up the members of Aethersoul, but he's going so low at the moment. Will he survive? There's a shield, but apparently it is not enough.
That is a huge misplay. Tank is missing. Troy is very vulnerable. He could go down. He has immortality, but will that save him? He's able to walk out of there just in time. Tank with a follow-up. He's not scared. He still has the prop. Hero with the switch into a huge yin-yang overturn. What a play from Aethersoul. Barely making it out of there alive. They stopped the attempt from No Limit to go for the Lord, and they could probably go for a push if they wanted to.
I like how these teams are playing at the moment. They're very aggressive, but it is an aggressive kind of play, wherein they make sure that their aggressiveness will pay off.
Yeah, then everyone is just playing so optimally. Speaking of that, Geo can get pulled back. Divine Judgment, that's a lot of damage. He cannot answer. He's gonna go down eventually. That's gonna be 4v5 for 52 seconds. Oh man, this is gonna be a hard-fought battle for Aethersoul. Can they do a steal on this one? They got the Kagura, they can do it.
The steal is the key, and if they have Retribution, it is an additional chance for them to actually take away this Lord. Members of are actually going so low. MM went down, but of course, Immortality popped up.
That was a huge yin-yang overturn. turn, single target. We don't care. We just need to take out at least one of these immortalities so that we can at least make a dent in the coming team fight. Reflection in the middle of the fight. He has the rage up. Can he use the ultimate in an optimal position? Either Soul is not giving him the chance to do that. He flickers in. He makes a mark, but KLVJ finishes off the Lord. That's Luwei going down as well, and Tang, he doesn't have immortality this time around. He's gonna take down KLVJ, but he's gonna resurrect, and Tang gets one. Can he get more? No, he cannot. KLVJ finishes him off.
You know, the Kimi really has to back away at the moment thanks to the backup of Gio. Kimi was able to escape. That is an intense fight right over there. The third lord was taken away by No Limit, and as you can see, he's walked towards the top lane already, and this is what we're talking about. This is already late game time. We're coming close to the 25-minute mark, and the itemization are pretty equal. Courage Bulwark on the side of Kaya. This is understandable why they are so far as well, you know, winning the fights, at least the late game fights that we're seeing at the moment.
Yep. Exactly, itemization, it doesn't matter. Everyone's almost at full, and it's starting to look a lot better for No Limit. They have a great advantage. Lord is going up on top side. Turret in the mid lane, most likely gonna fall. Bottom lane getting pressured by JP. Where do you position yourself? If you're either Soul, it's gonna be so difficult. They're taking care of the Lord. The rest of No Limit inside the base. They're gonna go for the first. I think this is going to be it. This is going to be the base. If Reflection can pull off the great ultimate, that's going to be it. But KLVJ is in the middle of the fight. Gets pushed back by the Akai. And that's a great four-man Minoan Fury. Where's the follow-up damage, though? It's so much missing because JP is not there anymore.
And there you go. They have to clear off the wave. There's still a chance for either Soul as they have the damage to actually defend it. But unfortunately, though, no more turrets for them, for their base to be safe anymore. But
that was close.
That was really close. And you know, this is what we're talking about. This is not going to be an easy fight. Like you can see here, no one is actually dominating, and you can see the the capability of both of the teams. But this time, because it's late game time, you will always try to avoid dying, because if you do die, you will have to wait almost 1 minute before you actually can come back.
So it's really scary. The next mistake here is going to make or break this game. Reflecia, he has the four-man Minoan Fury. Where's the follow-up, though? Everyone is tanks here. Sky doing the poker tricks, but doesn't hit any more targets. And it's KLVJ in the middle of the fight. Three-man pushback. That's so effective. Tira has forced to use the Winter Truncheon. Cannot use the Yin-Yang overturn. Reflecia is chasing up on the Geo. That is a great fight for No Limit.
Do take note that KLVJ just bought right on time that red potion that will allow him to do more damage against the members of Aether Soul. It seems like Martis is...
Troy, no! He gets pulled back with the Truncheon in the middle of the fight, but he's gone! KLVJ with a double kill. I think that's it. No Limit is starting to walk up in the mid lane. 25 seconds, 50 seconds on the death timers. Game 1. Gonna be going over to No Limit.
I don't know why Tang didn't actually join the members of Aether Soul right over there in the middle lane part of the map, and he was always almost always away from the members during the late game time. Probably was trying to do the the clearing of the waves, but apparently it didn't pay off.
It really did not. Man, that was great. I mean, everyone is just so scary on Aether Soul, but No Limit. The comeback is real.
The comeback is real, and still, since there's still, I would love to notice that